Yawny, yawny, yawn. Oh, tired. Oh, sleepy. I've got another one in there. Oh, golly gosh, boo-boo. Right, let's get your breakfast. I'm pleased to say that at this moment in time, the weatherman has got the forecast 100% wrong. It's blue sky and sunshine, as opposed to 50-mile-an-hour winds and 99% chance of heavy rain. So, as you can see, I'm whacking my riding gear on and taking advantage of the fact that he's got it wrong and getting my pony out in this lovely weather. Now, because the forecast was so shocking, I thought that this weekend would be the perfect time to do the how to vlog. How to vlog? That sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? Woo! There's an outtake for you. Oh no, and I broke the fence as well. Don't actually know what just happened then, but slipped a little bit. I think it's a bit mossy. No, maybe not. I think I just went over on my ankle and fell into the fence. So I'm gonna have to get Robbie to come out and fix that. Oops. Right, the how to vlog. There will be outtakes, there will be edits, there will be retakes of many a thing when you vlog. There's a prime example of that. But first things first, the essential is capturing the footage. That's the first thing you've got to do. And it helps when you've got a little cheeky companion to capture with you, although somebody's getting very jealous just here, aren't you? Because you want to be centre of attention and number one. And I dread to think what Banksy's doing up the end there, saying, why are they all with mummy and I'm not? Yeah, look at him. Noddy, jealous guy. You a jealous guy? He's got to let his breakfast go down before he rides. So, let's focus on capturing the content. The one thing that you 100% will need is a phone or some form of video camera. If you've got that, like I said on my stories, an iPhone is pretty much all you need. That's all I primarily do mine on. It's filming on it now, so I can't turn around and show you it or how I've got it set up. However, 99% of my videos, as I've said, are filmed, edited, imported, exported, music added. Absolutely everything is done solely on my iPhone. The thing that you need to make filming on your iPhone easier is this, the Manfrotto phone tripod. It is absolutely brilliant. It allows you, with this whizzy ball thing, obviously I'm going to tell you all the technical terminology for this. It's all in Tina lingo. It allows you to clip your phone in there. As you can see, I can't do that because I can't film doing it. I need two phones for this video. Clip your phone into that part. Now, they don't all come with this part, so be careful if you do just order a random one off Amazon or anywhere. Sometimes they will come purely as the tripod. Let me show you. Is somebody being jealous? Yes, have you thrown your bucket over the door? That's a bit naughty, isn't it? You jealous guy. Got to let your brekkie go down before we can ride. And you have got to stop eating that because that is not for Shetlands. Yes, this unscrews. So they don't all always come with phone attachments. So if you are buying it randomly somewhere off the internet, then make sure you get that part too, because generally it comes separately. There is a link that I will put in the description below to the one on Amazon that comes as a whole piece with the phone attachment. These primarily are designed to screw into the bottom of normal cameras or video cameras, so you do need this bit if you are going to be using it with a phone. Now, having the tripod, Dinks. Having the tripod, this isn't helping because you've got in the way. This is how not to vlog. You need to move, please. Can you move? Having the tripod means you can set the camera up at interesting angles, allowing you to capture images and make them more interesting rather than just have the camera straight all the time. It means you can change it, go from having it on the floor like that to having it on the dustbin lid like this. And it just means you can get all different camera angles, which makes the video more interesting to watch for the viewer. But having an extremely nosy Shetland means that you actually sometimes have to put it out of bounds so that they can't knock it over. Hey? Yes. You make filming very interesting, shall we say, don't you? And you also make stuffing hay nets fun because you try and take it all out before I put it in it. Another top tip is always try to look at the lens. Now on a phone, when it's in selfie mode, the lens is often on the left-hand side depending on how you're holding your phone, as opposed to straight in front of you. So it is important that you practice looking at the lens, because what you don't want to be doing is talking like this the whole time and the camera's actually filming you from that direction. Probably best if I pick the phone up and show you an example of that. Lots of people say, how do you get confident at talking to the camera? And it honestly is just practice, practice, practice. It 100% is not a natural thing to talk to the camera, so you've just got to really get used to doing it, pick it up, hold it, record stuff that you're never, ever going to publish. Just record it purely to practice, to get comfortable with having it in your hand. I do find that having it in my hand, I'm much more comfortable than having the camera over there filming me itself. If I'm holding it, I feel like I can sort of maneuver it to where suits me best. My husband's now currently looking at me like I'm a mad person, and you will get lots of people look at you like you're a mad person, but you've kind of got to focus on the fact that capturing that footage is more important than those 3 or 4 seconds of those people going, what's she doing? She's a bit mad, because they've forgotten about it 30 seconds later. So you just need to be in your own little zone and yeah, pretend that they're not there and just carry on with what you're doing. Just like he is. He doesn't know you guys are here. He's just carrying on with what he's doing. So here's an example of what I mean about selfie mode. Currently I am staring directly at the lens, which is over here on the iPhone. It's proper to the left-hand side as I'm looking at it. If I was to look straight at the screen as to where I am on the screen, obviously it looks 100% like I am not talking to you. It looks like I'm completely distracted and looking past the phone even. So always look at the lens. That is a very important tip for when you first start filming. Just showing you Banksy's messy bedroom in the background. Always get nice backdrops. That's important too. Like, I'm not obviously I've just shown you his stable, but that's reality, that's normal. But I would never stand here like this and do filming. 1, because the sun's in my eyes, but 2, because you don't want my muck heap in the backdrop, because that's not a very good look, is it? By the gateway. Sniffling is also not a good look, but standing by the gateway with a nice field in the background, absolutely fine. Muck heap, big no-no. It does take a lot of time and effort, but that's what makes a video interesting. If it was purely in one fixed place the whole time, yes, you could edit in and out a little bit, zoom in and out slightly, but it doesn't give the effect you primarily want. I mean, at the beginning, it's probably easiest. Ooh, I'm trying to multitask here. It's probably easiest just to do 2 or 3 different shots rather than quite as many as I often do. However, do try to move it. I really would stress, move it as much as you can, but keep it as still as you can. That's why, again, the tripod's really good, because currently I can move, but the phone is lovely and still. It's getting a good crisp image, even though it's indoors and not in very good light, and it's on selfie mode, which is less of a powerful camera. It's getting a good crisp image, which is also really good for getting screenshots off. If you've got the camera really still, when you pause on the video, you can take a really good screenshot because the camera's not moving, so it's picking up the detail. And then the image comes out really well. You'll notice actually a lot of our thumbnails are often from screenshots from videos, because we spend so much time filming, we very rarely remember to get a cracking shot for the thumbnail. We'll go on to thumbnails later, because they're almost like the last bit in the vlog editing process that I do.
You are a pill, I swallow it. Take me away to Neverland.
Okay, so I'm on board my Banksy Boo now, and I just wanted to pop on. I wasn't going to film any how to edit vlog footage whilst on board him, because I wanted to just enjoy my ride. But I thought it was a perfect opportunity, quickly, whilst it just sprung into my mind, to reiterate to be just you. Be yourself. Make the content that you want to make, as you, for you. Yeah, I'm not really sure I'm saying that rightly, but just be yourself. Don't try and be anybody else. You can't keep up an act. Yes, in my first audition video I did have a bit of a telephone voice on, and I did try to ensure that I pronounced everything properly, but even that, you can't keep up. Like, just be yourself. Talk to the camera as if you're talking to your mum or your best friend. Literally just yap, 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 yap. As I said earlier, practice away, chatting away, content that you're not even going to upload, and just practice and practice and practice until it feels more natural. That is one of the biggest tips I can give you guys, is just yap, 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 yap. Don't worry if at the beginning you say or too many times. I found at the beginning I was always saying as in, what am I going to say next? But the best thing is, what I've really learned is to pause more often, although I do talk quite quickly. Very quickly. If you stop and breathe and pause, rather than say you can then make a fluent edit of what you want to say next. So if I was just going to say, oh, we're going to shove me in the head, we're going to so-and-so tomorrow, blah, 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 and then we did this and then we did that, then you couldn't stop and pause and change it if you did get your words wrong. But if I went, oh, I'm going to the gym in the morning, pause. And then after that, I'm going to head up to Rein to support Steph, who's riding in the combined training. Pause. Now, they're a bit exaggerated pauses, but you get my gist. It saves you going, I'm going to the gym in the morning, and then, what am I doing next? So just pause, think, and you can edit it all together nice and fluently. Oh my goodness, another lake. It's horrendous. That is never like that here. Is it though? So muddy. Anyways, my arm is aching and I want to go and enjoy my boy. Plus the wind is picking up and you are probably barely able to hear me very well. So off to enjoy my hack, and I will show you how we piece the footage that I have taken this morning together as soon as I get back home. Okay, so we're now inside and ready to start editing the footage that we captured this morning, or I captured this morning, should I say. Now, I did set up a little area in the corner of the lounge, ready to start filming it, but then I realised, actually, Tina, that isn't where you sit and do it, so it just won't feel natural. You need to be comfortable, and this is where I sit and edit the vlog, so I need to be sat here and in my element, in the zone, in order to be able to show you guys how I do it. And then I underestimated another thing, in that in order to show you how I actually do it on my phone, I then haven't got a way of capturing how I do it. So I didn't think this through very well at all, to be honest with you. I could use the GoPro, I've got the GoPro there, but that would involve like setting it up behind my shoulder, which, yes, I've got nothing to attach it to, and it really would overcomplicate the whole making a vlog process, which I'm actually trying to tell you guys is relatively easy and straightforward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort through the video. Basically what I would do after we've been at like a one-day event or somewhere like Olympia is basically I go back through the footage that I've captured and listen to it, see what I've got, take notes, write down, because all vlogs need to really have a beginning, a middle and an end. And this is where I'm a bit strange, in that I generally start at the end and work my way backwards to the beginning. Now, I don't know whether anybody else does that, so I'm not going to advise you guys to do that, but that is how I do it. But it really doesn't matter what way around you do it. I just like to get the ending all done, and then I quite often work backwards towards the middle, then I do the beginning, and then do the bit in the middle, which is basically the storytelling. As long as you've got a beginning, a middle and an end, it doesn't really matter what way you do it. However, that is the way I do it. But what I do is when I first sit down and think, right, I'm going to edit the vlog now, I go through all the footage that I captured and delete anything that I know I definitely will not use. And then I favourite it all, so that when I'm in either iMovie or the GoPro app, Quick, which is what I use to make all my intros, I know that the footage that I want to use is in that folder, the favourites folder, and I don't have to. If it's been like, it was something that we did last Wednesday and I've taken lots and lots of photos and footage again since then, I don't have to keep scrolling back to try and find it. Okay, I've got the hubby's phone, so I can show you what I'm doing on mine. This is good. This feels much more natural, exactly how I would normally do it. So, basically, I go and review every single bit of footage that I have taken. Oh, Rob's got text coming through though, that's not helpful, is it? Let's put his phone in aeroplane mode. So that's another top tip in itself really. Make sure that your phone is on aeroplane mode. If you don't know how to do that, basically swipe, well, depending on what phone you've got, you swipe down from the top and then press the picture that looks like an aeroplane. And then that stops any phone calls or anything coming through. So whilst you're filming, you really don't want your phone to start ringing. So it is good to try and get into the practice of making sure it's on aeroplane mode whilst capturing the footage. So what I primarily then do is go into my phone, look at all the videos that I have taken, go through them, listen to them, get rid of anything that I don't want, that I know I definitely won't use, and then favourite the ones that I do like and that I will definitely use. You'll see there's little hearts on the videos that I am going to be using. As you can see, I've captured a lot of footage this morning, and that is the story of my life. I seem to capture far too much footage, and then it takes me ages to edit it down. However, it is better to have more footage than you want than not enough footage, because you can edit down but you can't reinvent after the moment's passed, so to speak. So then I would go into iMovie. Literally the app will be pre-installed on an iPhone. I'll do some screen recording here too so that I can insert exactly what I'm doing. Go into iMovie, press the plus button, start a new project. Oop, turn it round, I would always do it like this. Create movie, and it comes up looking like that. Click the plus, and as I said, I always start at the end, so I'm going into my favourites, scrolling down and finding my end screen, which is that. And I always use the same end screen. So plus that, and that is my end screen done. Obviously I've pre-made that. If that's something anybody wants help with, I can make a separate video or private message you or help you with that, but I won't include how to make that in this video because it will make it far too long. So yeah, then I would go in and find, which would be probably my, because it goes in order, it would probably be the top video that I would then want to insert at the end as if I'm finishing a vlog. However, because I haven't actually summarised or finished this vlog yet, I don't have that content, so I am overcomplicating this slightly. But say this was going to be my last bit of footage. Often it's me and Emily in the car debriefing our eventing antics. Oh my goodness, another lake! It's horrendous! That is never like that here. Obviously this isn't actually my end screen. So muddy! And then that button there that's highlighted in yellow, the square, is where you can do your transitions in iMovie. Now it automatically defaults to a 1 second transition, as you can see on the bottom left corner, but you can change it to 0.5 to make it shorter. So muddy! And then you can have no transition at all, which literally jumps straight from one video to the other. So muddy! Doesn't flow quite so nicely. That one's quite good if you are like talking about something and then go straight into talking about something else. But when you're merging one scene to another, you kind of do want it to either dissolve, so it's a bit more smooth, or do something like a slide or a wipe, which are these ones. Let me show you. Muddy! And slide. Muddy! With those transitions, if you press on it, you can see the dot change. It will either be left to right, right to left, up to down, and down to up. Or you can fade in and out. First click is black, I think. Yep. And press it again, and it's white. And you could make that longer, 1.5 seconds, to blend into the end screen. So muddy! Like that. If you press theme, you'll notice that's one that I actually use quite often. I always use the neon theme because I really like it. So if we're changing like from one day to the next, I'll often use a theme, more of a like different chapter, as opposed to just one section blurring into the other. I like to use a theme from like one day to the next, or say quite a few hours have passed, something like that. So that's the neon theme. Show you it, you'll probably recognise it. What seconds are we on? Let's go back to 1 second. So muddy! And you can have it with or without the sound effect. So that just over here on the right hand side, you see that speaker. That is the sound effect. So sound effect is currently off. There we go.
Muddy.
I like it with the sound effect when it's like changing from one day to the next.
This is so muddy.
So from there, as I said, I do it backwards, but you can obviously start at the beginning. I could go now into my favourites where I've already put the videos. I would press the plus button, go into favourites, and then find the very first bit of video that I took when I first went outside this morning, which is there. Me walking through the gateway. So it gives you a little preview before you add it, and then press the plus button, and it adds it to your vlog. Then I would find the next snippet that I recorded, which is me putting my boots on, and I know at the beginning of that one it went a bit wrong, so actually I don't think I even want to use that one. I think it's the next one. Yeah, my phone fell over, so I shouldn't have even put that one in favourites. I think we start about there.
I'm pleased to say that at this moment in...
There, and add. Again, go back to the transition on this, and I'm not going to want a 1 second delay or overblend on that.
Right, let's get your breakfast. I'm pleased to say that at...
No, because it talks over the top of itself. 0.5 might work, but I'm probably better off with none on that one, I would think.
Boo-boo. Right, let's get your breakfast. I'm pleased to say that at...
And actually, that starts a little bit abruptly for my liking, so just slide that back slightly. And I'm ready to start talking.
Breakfast. Now, I'm pleased to say that at this moment in...
I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to bits like this, that I don't like the deep breath. But that's from 3 years of doing it, guys. So do not worry about things like that when you're first making the vlogs. That's just me, how I do it, because
Right, let's get your
of
breakfast.
the tiny bit of OCD in me. There we go. I like that. See, done. So that is basically how easy it is to put the footage into iMovie and to add the transitions. If you want to do an intro like I do, I will give you a little quick overview on that. That is in the GoPro app. But I don't want to overcomplicate it. I wanted to give you tips on getting started, really. Just getting out there and doing it. Using your phone, getting the confidence to hold it up, film yourself talking, telling your followers about your day, what you've been up to, pretending it's your mum or your best friend that you're talking to. I will give you a quick overview, very, very quickly, of how I make my intros, but I will, if anybody wants to, do a more in-depth video on that as well. Comment below and let me know. Oh, so there's one. Exit without saving. As you can see on that, all of my videos are saved in there, or not all of them, because I have to delete them, otherwise it fills my memory up too much. But say that I was going to include a bit of Banksy having a drink, my time lapse of untacking him, a bit of the water on our hat, a bit of mucking out, and a bit of Dinks being cheeky. Add those items. Let's turn that round so it feels nicely. And quick is really, really good. This is a bit loud. Stop that a sec. Quick is really, really good because it picks the best moments for you. It's so clever. It is an app that people will think, oh my gosh, how did you edit that? That's really good. And you're like, I didn't actually do it. The app did it for me. So I will show you what is pre-picked, and then you can go in and adjust and trim and make it a bit different for however you would like it to be. Again, I get a little bit OCD with that, but at the beginning, I pretty much always just let Quick pick what it wanted to use. You can decide whether you want your voice talking or just the music. I wouldn't want my talking really in that. And also obviously look, that's a blank bit of screen. Nothing going on in that footage, so I wouldn't want that. So let's show you how we edit that. Trim. So the bit of dinks is nice. And as you can see there, all those green dots that come up, that's the bits that Quick has chosen it wants to use. So if I swipe this back, because that's quite a long video, and I only want to make like 30 seconds footage out of this. If I do that, it's only going to pick bits between those two orange lines. And you could make it manual, which means it plays a whole lot. It's actually still quite long. So I'm going to leave it as balanced, and then it's just going to pick a good bit that it likes. If you don't like the bit that it's liked, you can go into highlight and you can choose, let's say I want him scratching his chin like that. I could choose that bit. Go back into adjust, oh not just, trim. And you'll see it's come up blue. That's the bit that I've selected, so it's going to definitely use that. Now it's not actually in one of my favourite ones at the minute. I like action. There's all different like presets that you can use, which picks different bits, gives you different fonts. You can go in and type over the top of it. Say making your oh gosh, Tina can't type today. First vlog. Really can't type today. Like I say, this is just a quick overview of Quick because I could show you things in that all day. I absolutely love that app. It's one of my most favourite apps. It's free. You don't have to have an iPhone to use it, even though it's an iPhone. You don't have to have a GoPro to use it, even though it's a GoPro app. You can speed things up and slow it down in there. So like that's a time lapse anyway. You can make it a slower time lapse. Or you can speed it up and make it an even quicker time lapse. You can turn the sound off, like I said. Wait, volume. You can have off, so it just plays music. You can have mix, so it has music and talking. Or you can have boost, which means the music is very, very, very faintly in the background, but the talking is prominent. Yeah, you can barely hear the music. Again, that's kind of overlapping because I haven't trimmed that and made it what I want it to be. It's that the app has chosen which bits of video to use. So I could go like that, make it manual.
How much rain we've had recently. This is not. Oh, don't tell me you want to drink it. No.
Yes, he did want to drink it.
You're gonna play in it like Spritey would. I knew you wanted to drink it, you weirdo.
You can just hear the music in the background there. Right, I'm getting too in-depth here. Stop. I think for now, that is a good start in showing you how to vlog. If I show you too much more, it's definitely going to overcomplicate things. I've been kicked out of the lounge because rugby's on, so I'm in the bedroom now, finishing this off. And I realised I didn't actually show you how to get the video from Quick. You can only make 3-minute long videos in Quick. That is the maximum. So if you want it longer than 3 minutes, you need to make more of them and then piece them together in iMovie. You can't make them any longer than that in Quick, unfortunately. That is probably why it's called Quick, because it's a quick app to make quick videos. Add video, favourites, and there it is, the top one, plus. As you can see, I haven't got my ending there. That's because this video that I was doing was voiceovers and all quite complicated. I didn't want to risk losing this. So I will have done that in there, and then I would press that button at the bottom there in the middle. Save video. Decide what quality you want to export it in. Because it's some screen recordings, it's the maximum of 1080, but when I've recorded stuff directly onto my phone, it does give you the option of 4K too, which obviously I like, because the higher quality, the better. If you were to save that to my phone now, which I'm not going to do because it will take a little while, but then I would favourite it again, put it in my camera roll, go back and add it to my bit that I've already done with the end screen. So you're basically just piecing loads and loads of bits of video together and then using those transitions to make them look nice and fluent and matching. And in keeping with how you make your vlogs. Everybody's going to have different styles, so find your own style. Just play around and see what you enjoy doing the most. Again, once that was all complete, I would press that, save video. That's not got screen recording, so that does give you the option of 4K. I would export it and then I would have it in my camera roll, go to YouTube, press that button at the top there, press video and upload. Just like that. That simple. All from your iPhone. Really, really easy. And finally, whilst the vlog is uploading to YouTube, I would then go into Canva and make my thumbnail. I always make them in Canva because there's just so many different things you can do. Oh, excuse my dirty iPad screen. But there's so many different things you can do and edit and change. Like, just change the picture in the backdrop, change it to Banksy, all sorts. You can change the font, you can move stuff around, you can duplicate things, you can use pictures that are, I don't know if I've got any on here because I mainly do it on my phone, not my iPad, but pictures that are like collages rather than just single images, but I don't have any saved in here. But yeah, it's really straightforward and simple. I do hope that you have found this video helpful, guys. Not gonna lie, it's not been the easiest to make. I am a bit of an amateur when it comes to teaching and making educational videos. However, I feel I can explain things well in voice. So if anybody has got any further queries, again, comment below. Smash a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and do feel free to pop me a private message if you want any extra help or anything just explained that little bit clearer, because like I said, doing it on video, it was all a little bit daunting, to be honest with you, to start with. But I'm going to make sure I do more of this because it's good to challenge yourselves, and I am encouraging you all to challenge yourselves. There has been talk on Instagram of maybe setting up some kind of vlogging challenge during the month of March. If that's something you would like, I think it's possibly something I could sort out doing. I'm not really sure. Again, it's something we could all do together. So yeah, do let me know. It's something we could sort out, and I'm more than happy to help encourage everybody to give vlogging a go. Like I've said over and over again, it's mainly just do it for yourself. Do it because you get to look back on all these memories in years to come. I absolutely love watching all our old vlogs. It's just, reliving the memories over and over again. But I'm blabbing. This has been longer than I anticipated it to be, and I am also still filming a weekend vlog this weekend too. So 2 vlogs this weekend. A lot of brain power used, a lot of phone storage used, and a lot of eye time taken up editing. But it's been good fun. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm not sure if this is going to upload tonight now. It's currently Saturday, or tomorrow, which will be Sunday. But the normal vlog will upload on Tuesday at 7 o'clock as usual. For now, bye-bye.